the Let's Master English podcast, and I'm your host, Coach Shane. Hello, everybody. Coach Shane here. Welcome back to the Let's Master English podcast. This is episode 129. How cool is that? Thank you very much for joining me. Publication date is Monday, July 14th. That's kind of cool. Monday, July 14th. Do you like Mondays? I actually do. That's why I create this podcast for you. So hopefully you enjoy it too. We have so many great things. First of all, music. We're going to be jamming with Jesse Wells' brand new song. Gunther. You'll like that. The Beatles. Yeah, we got the Beatles in the lineup. Richard Marx. Great song, kind of a story. A brand new band you probably don't know called People Are Ugly, but their music is really good. Wolf Totem and 𝐻𝐫𝐸𝐬𝐧𝐮𝐧 of Papa Roach. Sting is in the lineup. Who else do we have? Queen. You know, yesterday, July 13th, was the 40th anniversary of the Live Aid concert in the UK. You'll see it if you're watching the video of that song, the Queen song that I'm playing later. You might recognize it. It's so great. All for One. Do you know them? You will. Shaggy, of course, is in the lineup too. He's going to close it out. I kind of want to add another song, but I don't know, because I prepare lots of music for the podcast, and then I try to pick the songs that best match the stories and everything. So I do my best. Anyway, we have some great news stories too. One news story about some orcas. Yeah, they're like whales, right? Then there's some old lady who's like really cool, and she's better than me. And of course, you know, I try not to talk about politics. You know me. I try to stay neutral. I'm an English teacher. I don't know anything. But I have actually 3 politics stories, 2 out of the United States and 1 out of France. Just really big headlines. And I just had to mention them and perhaps talk about them. But right now, we got to go. Let's jam. Are you ready?
Let's master English. Yeah, you can do it. Coach Shane's the guy who'll help you prove it. Grammar, pronunciation, it's all inside. Say it loud, say it clear, say it right. Let's master English.
2 women bloggers in France had been found guilty of making up stories about how France's first lady was actually a man. Well, in a new trial, a judge decided the women were not guilty. So, and speaking of not guilty, Jeffrey Epstein evidently is or was not guilty of trafficking young women to the world's elite. P. Diddy, too. So everything is good in the world of the elite. But back to Bridget Macron. Faith O'Reilly, age 82, is entering the 2025 National Senior Games. She'll compete in powerlifting, lifting over 200 pounds. She began training just 5 years ago. Her motto, you don't stop because you get old. You get old because you stop. And finally, scientists published new findings on July 10th. Wild orcas have been spotted delivering dead fish and squid to passing boats. Researchers say the behavior could be social bonding or an attempt to communicate. Some call it whale generosity. Wow. 3 interesting stories. The first story actually kind of has 3 stories in it, so we're kind of looking at 5 stories. You guys know me. I try not to talk about politics, but I just couldn't resist these 3 stories. 2 of them, well, the Bridget Macron story is this week. Epstein was this past week, too. P. Diddy was a couple weeks ago, but man, that's just big, big news. In America, anyway. So let's find out about them. two women bloggers. You know, they're on the internet. They talk about stuff. They talk about news. They're French ladies. Two French ladies, women bloggers in France, had been found guilty. They were guilty. They did something wrong. What did they do? Wrong? Of making up stories, of creating stories, rumors. It's not true. About what? About how France's first lady, President Macron's wife, Brigitte Macron, was actually a man. What? Dude looks like a lady. Dude is a lady. It's a lady. It's a lady, man. You know, people said that about Michelle Obama. People said Michelle Obama is actually a man. And now they're saying it about France's first lady, Brigitte. Come on. These ladies had children. Yes, Brigitte Macron had 3 kids. Michelle Obama had 2 kids. Do you really think they're men? You think so? Come on. So anyway, these 2 women were found guilty of making up stories that Brigitte Macron was a man. But these 2 women who were guilty, they kept fighting. They went to a new trial, a new judge. And you know what? In a new trial with a new judge, the new judge decided the women were not guilty. What? So what does that mean? At first they were guilty. Guilty of what? Of saying Brigitte Macron is actually a man. They're guilty. But now a new judge says, no, they're not guilty. So what does that mean? What? I'm confused. Brigitte Macron is actually Brian Macron? I'm confused. Anyway, I'm going to skip that story. It sounds dangerous. If I know I have a lot of French listeners out there, so if you're French, only if you're French. I just want the real French people with skin in the game. What's going on here? I'm confused. Please tell me, okay? And the second half of the story is about America. And speaking of not guilty, Jeffrey Epstein. Have you heard of this guy? He's dead. He committed suicide in prison, they say. Well, he was a billionaire, really, 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 really rich. And he was friends with everyone. Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, George Bush. He was friends with everyone, all of the powerful people in the world, entertainment, politics, all over the world, military, whatever. He was friends with all of them. He's a billionaire. He has his own island. Come on. It's a great life. Hey, be friends with a billionaire? That'd be cool, right? Well, there's a little problem. Everybody thought that Jeffrey Epstein on his private island had some girls. Lots of girls, different girls. And when I say girls, I mean girls. I mean under the age of 18. Very young kids. Very young kids on this island. Why were the girls there? To entertain the guests. Like that royal family member from England, Bill Gates, Bill Clinton. They would go to the island for fun. And did they have fun with Jeffrey Epstein? Not really. The story is that they were having fun with these little girls. That's the story. But we're never going to know the truth because Jeffrey Epstein is dead, right? Well, we kind of know something. Jeffrey Epstein had an assistant. Her name was, I don't know, 𝐻𝐮𝐬𝐬𝐬, something like that. Maxwell, some weird name. And she was just an assistant. She was found guilty of introducing young girls to powerful men. She's in jail right now. She's in jail for introducing young girls to powerful men for something you shouldn't do to young kids. She's in jail. She's guilty. We call it trafficking. 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 Trafficking young women. Selling them into prostitution, essentially. She's guilty of that. His assistant. While working for him, she was found guilty of trafficking young women. But, wow, as it turns out, Jeffrey Epstein is not guilty of it. Oh, wow. So, I mean, he's dead. It doesn't matter. But he never did it. Oh, okay. So he never introduced powerful people to young girls. Never did that. Never did that. There's no list of all these powerful people. There's no list. No, list? What do you mean list? A list to Santa Claus? What kind of list? A grocery list for the supermarket? A list of powerful people? No, there's no list. There's no list. What do you mean? There's nothing there. Videotapes? No, there's no video. What are you talking about, videotapes? Are you crazy? There's nothing. Jeffrey Epstein is clean. His assistant. Oh, she's guilty. But not him. Not him. He's not guilty. Oh, that's good. Wow. Wow. And also, by the way, P. Diddy. Do you know P. Diddy? American singer, music producer, Puff Daddy. Yeah. He's another billionaire. He had all these parties, crazy parties, freak-offs, they called them. And if you went to these parties, be careful because you might drink something that has a drug in it and something might happen to you. But no, that's not true also. None of that's true. I mean, he had some parties and some crazy things happened, but no, he didn't traffic anybody. Everything's okay. P. Diddy is innocent. Jeffrey Epstein is innocent. These guys are fine. Do you have children? I have 2 boys, a 7-year-old boy and a 5-year-old boy. If I needed a babysitter, Jeffrey Epstein would be great. P. Diddy would be, they're great guys. Really? So many Americans are very angry about those 2 stories. I have no idea. I'm an English teacher. I don't know what's going on. All I know is nouns and verbs. But, yeah, everything is good in the world of the elite. Everything is fine. Nothing to look at here. Run along. Go listen to Taylor Swift and watch football. Nothing happening. Oh, wait. Something is happening. What's going on with Bridget Macron? Does she have a ding ding dong? All right, that's the first story. Sorry, too much. Next story. I love this story. This is such a great story. Faith O'Reilly. Faith is a woman's name. O'Reilly, that's her family name. She's 82. She's a grandmother, maybe a great-grandmother. She is entering the 2025 National Senior Games. This is like the Olympics for grandmas and grandpas. Senior, grandma, grandpa. This is like the Olympics for grandmas and grandpas. That's so cool. And what sport? She'll compete in powerlifting. Wow, powerlifting. Lifting over 200 pounds. Everybody, 200 pounds is like 90 kilograms. Can you lift 90 kilograms from the ground all the way up over your head? Can you do that? 90 pounds off the ground and up over your head? She is 82. Wow. That's incredible. She began training just 5 years ago. When she was 77 years old, she said, "You know what? I think I'm going to lift weights." She just started 5 years ago. It's not too late. We have time. Her motto, her philosophy, what does she believe? I love this. Listen carefully. You don't stop because you get old. You get old because you stop. Oh man, I'm getting old. I should stop doing stuff. No. You don't stop because you get old. You get old because you stop. Once you stop doing things, that's when you get old. If you keep doing things, you're not going to get old. I believe that. I totally believe that. Look at me, guys. I'm 57. I've got a 7-year-old son and a 5-year-old son. That's insane. I'm crazy. I know. But those boys keep me young. They do. Because I have to be young. I got to hang out with my boys. Among my students, everybody, I have so many 80-year-old students. 70 years old? Pfft, that's nothing. I got 80-year-old students, several. I have 2 students in their 90s. 2 ladies in their 90s studying with us. Because it's fun. You don't stop because you get old. You get old because you stop. It's beautiful. Very powerful. Outstanding. And our last story. Scientists published new findings on July 10th. New research. They published new research. What about wild orcas? O-R-C-A, orca. That's the killer whale, the black and white whale, the killer whale, the black and white, big, beautiful, huge fish, right? The big orcas, black and white, killer whales. Wild orcas have been spotted. People have seen them doing something. What? Delivering pizza. Oh, sorry. No. Sorry. Delivering dead fish, not pizza. And squid. To who? To people on passing boats. Some people are on a boat. They're just boating along. Da-da-da-da-da. And suddenly an orca comes up to the boat and says, hey, did you order some dead fish? And they deliver. They give the dead fish to the people on the boat. Wow. What's going on? Why are they doing this? Well, researchers say the behavior, what those whales are doing, those killer whales, what they're doing, could be social bonding. They're just trying to be friendly. Hey, neighbor. Wow. Or it could be an attempt to communicate. Some people call it whale generosity, just whales being nice. Wow. You know, this is really cool. I absolutely love this story. I would be scared if a killer whale came up to my boat. I would be. Those are huge, and they're killer whales. Hello. Why are they killer whales? Because they kill. And yes, they kill. They kill dead fish anyway, right? But I have cats. I've always had cats my entire life. Mom had cats, and then I have cats, and I got 3 cats right now. And my cats do this. They do not bring me dead fish or squid. They bring me birds and mice. They catch them outside. And what my cat will do, she'll put it at the front door. So when you open the door, boom, there's a mouse. Boom, there's a bird. And it is a gift. They're giving it to me. So I have to take it and eat it. I have to. I'll tell you, though, the scary thing is whenever they bring me a mouse or a bird, it's without the head. I don't know where the head goes. There's no head. But they do that because they love me. Or maybe they're trying to tell me, hey, the food you eat is not delicious. You should try this. This is really good. I don't know what they're doing, but I do know it's a gift. They're giving it to me. All right, we got 3 great stories there. I hope you enjoyed them. To match the stories, I have 2 songs. The first song is by Jesse Wells. It's called The List. Of course, it refers to Jeffrey Epstein. And the second song is kind of a dedication to Macron. It's a German singer. His name is Gunther. And the song is the Ding Dong song. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la, my ding ding dong. I hope you enjoy that. But before we get to the music, we got to listen to the news stories one more time. Here we go. 2 women bloggers in France had been found guilty of making up stories about how France's first lady was actually a man. Well, in a new trial, a judge decided the women were not guilty. So, and speaking of not guilty, Jeffrey Epstein evidently is or was not guilty of trafficking young women to the world's elite. P. Diddy too. So everything is good in the world of the elite. But back to Macron. Faith O'Reilly, age 82, is entering the 2025 National Senior Games. She'll compete in powerlifting, lifting over 200 pounds. She began training just 5 years ago. Her motto, you don't stop because you get old. You get old because you stop. And finally, scientists published new findings on July 10th. Wild orcas have been spotted delivering dead fish and squid to passing boats. Researchers say the behavior could be social bonding or an attempt to communicate. Some call it whale generosity.
Where education and entertainment come together. Let's master English. Do it.
How you doing, everybody? This is Country Shane, and I'm bringing you the facts. Hey, everybody, Country Shane here. Country Shane is so much smarter than Coach Shane. The killer whales, the orcas, they're not whales, everybody. Coach Shane, did you know that? They're not whales. They're fish. They're a species of dolphin. Yeah, dolphin, those cute little fish. Yeah, dolphins. Oh, wait a minute. Are they fish or are they mammals? Oh, man, I'm going to have to ask Coach Shane. Are dolphins mammal? Yes. Aha. Well, I didn't know that. Orcas, we call them killer whales, but they're not whales. They're dolphins. And that's right, Country Shane. They are mammals. They're not fish. They're mammals. They're not fish, everybody. Don't call a whale a fish. Don't call a dolphin a fish. They're mammals. It's different. Okay? Yeah, they're beautiful. They really are beautiful. I got one more fact about the killer whales. They can live up to 90 years old. Isn't that amazing? And something really cute, grandmother orcas help raise the grandchildren. Yeah, they do. It's like humans. I think it's just beautiful. It's really cool. Speaking of all this beauty in this family, we got a request song, The Beatles, Come Together Right Now, over the orcas. Simple tips for mastering English. Got another phrasal verb to start us off. To roll through, R-O-L-L, roll, right? Like a ball can roll on the ground. Roll. To roll. Through. You roll a bowling ball, right? You roll a bowling ball, okay? Through, T-H-R-O-U-G-H. So when we take an action verb, to roll, and a participle, a preposition like through, T-H-R-O-U-G-H, we can actually create a special meaning. So roll through, what does that mean? Well, let me read some sentences to you. We rolled through town on our way to the beach. Thunderstorms rolled through this evening where I live. Yeah. What does it mean to roll through town on our way to the beach? To casually or smoothly go through someplace. To arrive, but you don't stop. You rolled through town. You arrived in town, but you didn't stop. It was very casual, nothing loud or crazy. You rolled through town on our way to the beach. Thunderstorms rolled through this evening where I live. A couple hours ago, we had some thunderstorms. They rolled through. They weren't too casual. They were pretty loud. They're thunderstorms, but they came through and they didn't stop. They kept going. This is the idea, to roll through, to enter, to arrive, but you don't stop. And usually it's kind of in a relaxed way, in a slow, casual way. The thunderstorms were not fast. They rolled through slowly. Yeah. It's a great phrasal verb. So where do you roll through? Do you, like at the office? I rolled through the cafeteria on my way to the coffee machine. I rolled through the subway station to cross the street. You can use this. It's a great phrasal verb. There are so many phrasal verbs, guys. The best way to learn them is to see them being used. So I want you to look out for this one, to roll through. My next tip is training your ears. This is a listening tip. We have shorts, right? Reels on Instagram, YouTube shorts. There's TikTok. There's all these really short videos. And I know most people are watching them. And that's fine. I mean, that's not going to stop. So use it for your English. Now, the cool thing is a lot of shorts, including mine, I have shorts too, we have subtitles, so you can see all the English. Many times the subtitles are wrong, okay? Not ours. We check ours. But many times there are mistakes. But anyway, it's actually pretty good for listening. But here's the deal. When you watch these short videos, they're 30 seconds long, and you want to practice some English, then watch it one time with subtitles, okay? And then watch it again without. Maybe just listen to it again without subtitles. But the trick is pause the video and try and repeat what the speaker said. It's not easy. But at least, you're already wasting time watching reels. Well, now you can do a little bit of English studying too while you're wasting time. Does that make sense? It builds listening and speaking skills. So, yeah, train your ear, train your mouth with YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, TikTok videos. Got it? And finally, communications tip. Use your voice like a storyteller. When you're speaking, change the tone of your voice. Don't just always speak like this. If I spoke like this during the entire podcast, it would be very boring. You need to change the style of your speaking. You cannot just use this style of voice the whole time. People are already falling asleep. No, don't do that. Okay? So I'll give you one example. And you listen to my news. That's a great place to copy me. But anyway, here's an example. A killer whale delivered fish. Does that sound interesting? No. But the words are a killer whale delivered fish. It should be interesting. So change it the way you speak. Don't say a killer whale delivered fish. Say it like this. A killer whale delivered fish. Make a pause. A killer whale, bum, bum, bum. And now change it. Delivered fish. Can you believe it? Fish. It was delivering fish. What the heck? It makes your messaging sound so good. People will love to listen to you. People will enjoy listening to you. And when you're speaking, that's important. Do you remember those boring teachers in school? Yeah, don't be like that. Do you remember those fun teachers, those interesting teachers in school? Yeah, be like that, okay? Seriously. And I know many of you, Oh, I'm shy. I'm so shy. Stop it. Nobody's going to listen to you. Just by yourself. Be crazy. Be crazy with yourself. Go cray-cray. Be cray-cray. Okay? I'm serious, guys. Do it. It will help you so much. It really does. All right. Speaking of telling stories, I got a song here. It's by Richard Marx. It's called Hazard. This song tells a story. You can look up the lyrics online if you like. It's, enjoy it. Weekly Speaking Challenge. Yeah. Last week's theme, talk about a hobby you enjoy. Oh my God. So like 2 weeks ago, nobody sent in their recordings. It was terrible. I was sad. This week, so many of you did. Thank you very much. And I know Mila, Coach Mila, is one of the reasons because she told everybody, do it. And I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Mila. So I listened to everybody's recordings. They're great. You guys, by the way, when you make a recording, I highly recommend you use your smartphone. iPhones are excellent. I think Android phones are great too. The microphone settings on the phones are set perfectly. Okay, if you use your computer to record, there's many times there's audio issues. Okay, so I do recommend just using a phone. Okay, so last week's theme was talk about a hobby you enjoy. What is your hobby? How often do you do it? Why do you enjoy it? Margarita's up first. She's finally jamming.
I'm a serial hobbyist. I've tried a lot of hobbies. And at the moment, I'm learning how to play the guitar. I started like 2 weeks ago. I practice every day. It takes me about an hour, sometimes more, sometimes less, but on average 1 hour a day. I have been wanting to learn to play the guitar since I was at least a teenager, and now I'm finally bringing my dream to life.
Thank you so much, Margarita. I tried learning the guitar probably 5 or 6 times in my life. I don't think I lasted more than 2 days. Yeah, I'm really terrible, really terrible. My wife, I watched her learn the guitar. I thought she would fail like me. Nope. She can play the guitar now. My wife plays the 6-string classic guitar, electric guitar, bass, ukulele. Yeah, just give her something and she can play it. She's got like 6 guitars. It's incredible. So Margarita, congratulations. And now we've got Vincent.
I love swimming. I usually go to swim twice a week, but I'm not very good at it. My son is 5 years old. After taking 3 lessons, he swims better than me. I'm asking him to teach me how to swim.
That is so great, Vincent. Yeah, your son can teach you. I think that's fantastic. Okay, I really miss swimming. I want to go. We have no swimming pool near me. There's none. There's no swimming pool near me. It's terrible. I have to build my own, which means I have to be rich. So please tell all your friends to not only listen to this podcast, but also to join my lessons, okay? Coach Shane wants to build a swimming pool. Ha ha. This week's theme, talk about a pet. Do you have a pet? A dog or a cat or a, I don't know, guinea pig or something? A snake? Do you have something? Some of you don't, but maybe you did. Yeah. Or maybe a neighbor has a pet. We'll talk about it. The questions, what kind of pet is it? What's the pet's name? And why are they special? Okay, so for example, my aunt's cat, Booker, lives in a library. He sleeps on books and makes everyone smile. Yeah, there's something like that. Library cats is a thing. Yeah, it's true. So, I have a dog, a German Shepherd puppy. His name is Moose. He's only 2.5 years old, but he is absolutely still a puppy. He's very sweet, but he's a huge, huge puppy. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay? Try to keep it under 20 seconds, Margarita. Try to keep it under 20 seconds. Why do I want it short? This is a speaking task where I want you to be concise. I want you to give me a lot of information, but keep it short. Keep it juicy. That way we can ask questions. Do you understand? This is what you want to do. Record. I'm teasing Margarita. Record it and share it in our community. You guys, if you're not in my community, what is your problem? Send an email, contact@letsmasterenglish.com. All of this information, the news, stories, and everything, we have the script, okay? That's where the music is, the music videos. You can see everything. It's so cool. So make sure you join our community. All right, speaking of music, People Are Ugly is the name of the band. They're new. You probably don't know them. And the song is Better. It is Monday, July 14th, the 195th day of the year. There are 170 days left in 2025. Upcoming important dates and whatnot. Today, July 14th, is Shark Awareness Day. Be careful of the sharks. Yeah, if you're out there swimming in the ocean, be careful. It's Bastille Day. That's in France, right? Bastille Day. Yeah, that's cool. Tomorrow, July 15th, is Give Something Away Day. Nice. Give something away. Do you have something you should give away? I got a lot of junk. Yeah, I should. But who do I give it to? I don't have anyone to give it to. I guess I could just put it outside. July 16th is World Snake Day. I like snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes. Although one time when I was hiking in Nevada, I almost stepped on a sleeping rattlesnake. That would have not been good. I got really, really lucky. Yeah, so I like snakes that are not poisonous. July 17th is World Emoji Day. What is your favorite emoji? I think my favorite emoji is the thumbs up or the laughing faces. It's also National Tattoo Day. Do you have a tattoo? I have no tats. I do not have a tat. July 18th is Nelson Mandela International Day. It is also National Caviar Day. Caviar, fish eggs. July 19th is National Ice Cream Day. I like that. It is also Stick Out Your Tongue Day. Yeah, get some ice cream and stick out your tongue and enjoy some ice cream. And finally, July 20th, Sunday, is Space Exploration Day. It is the anniversary of the moon landing, if you believe that. Do you believe that America landed on the moon many, many, many moons ago? I want to believe. I seriously want to believe. But I just don't understand why we haven't been back, why it's so difficult to go back. So I'm not joking when I say I want to believe we went to the moon, but I'm not sure. Remember, they put the American flag on the moon? Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see the flag. When I see the flag, then I'll believe it. Until then, I'm not sure. Oh, it drives me crazy. I want to believe. Why would they lie? Why? Come on. Anyway, let's get some crazy music. We got some great music here. We got Wolf Totem and Sting. Two amazing songs. They're quite different. One's heavy on the rock side. One, again, is more of a storytelling song. Enjoy. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. If it is your birthday or anniversary, if you're celebrating something, let me know. Okay? I want to introduce you on our podcast. July 14th, today, Conor McGregor's 37th birthday. He's only 37. Do you know Conor McGregor? Mixed martial arts fighter. Yeah, I actually like the guy. I don't mind him. I know a lot of people don't like him. July 15th, tomorrow, Forrest Whitaker, 64 years old, famous actor. Look him up. As soon as you see his face, you will know him. Forrest, Forrest, Whitaker, Whitakee. W-E-R, Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, his birthday. Congratulations. Congratulations, or happy birthday, rather. July 16th, Will Ferrell. He's 58 years old. He is one of the funniest comedian actors I've ever seen. I love that guy. And Corey Feldman is 54. Talk about a kid who went through Hollywood the hard way. Yeah, Corey Feldman, I'm sure, has many opinions about P. Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein. Anyway, he's 54 years old. July 17th, Donald Sutherland is 90 years old. I love his son, Kiefer Sutherland, great actor. David Hasselhoff from KIT and Baywatch. Do you remember KIT, the car? Dun 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 dun. Oh, sorry, that's really horrible. Anyway, he's 73. Donald Sutherland, 90. David Hasselhoff is 73. July 18th, Vin Diesel. Oh, everybody knows Vin Diesel. People love that guy. 58 years old. July 19th, Benedict Cumberbatch. What a British name. That is such a British name. He's 49 years old. What's your name? Benedict Cumberbatch. That is such a British name. And here's another Brit. Brian May, 78 years old. He's the guitarist from Queen. Long hair, frizzy hair. Brian May, 78. Happy birthday to him. July 20th, Sandra Oh, actress, is 54 years old. And Gisele Bündchen, 45. I think that was Tom Brady's ex-wife. Is that right? And then she cheated on him with her jiu-jitsu teacher. And now they're married, evidently. That's my understanding. Yeah, guys. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Never mind. Okay. If you're listening to the full podcast, we have Queen at Wembley Stadium with Radio Gaga. I love the video, so I do hope you have a chance to watch the video. And it's summertime, everybody. It's so hot these days. So for the hot weather, I decided to play a very cool song for you. Are you excited? It's a boy band, All for One, and the song is I Swear. I Swear. You know, when it's really hot outside, where I swear, I swear, ICEWEAR, I swear. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. It's I swear. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the Let's Master English podcast, number 129. I have a lot of fun. It takes me a long time to make these podcasts. I make them for you. I want English to be enjoyable to you, for you. So please share it with your friends. Please tell your friends, hey, you got to check out this podcast. Hey, listen to this podcast. Again, if you're in the community, you can listen to it like a radio show, right? We got great music, and we'll take your requests. So I want you to, that's my biggest ask. Please share it. If you like it, please share it, okay? The last song going out, once again, is kind of a tribute to P. Diddy and Bill Gates and all the other guys who are not guilty of doing anything wrong. Jeffrey Epstein. They're not guilty. They did nothing wrong. They are all innocent. So I've got Shaggy's It Wasn't Me. And like I said, I'm really contemplating adding a song at the end. So if I do, you can figure it out. I'll put the name of the song in the comments section of our community. Once again, if you're not in our community, you can join. Send an email, contact@letsmasterenglish.com. That's it. Thank you so much. Have a super week. And together, let's master English.